Today we're taking a look at the new 2025 Decree from PSE. Welcome back to Mike's Archery, and today we are looking at that 2025 lineup from PSE, and we have got their new flagship model, the Decree. As we look at the specs on this bow, it is coming in with a speed rating of 337 feet per second, falling in the middle of everything else in the lineup at a 31.5 inch axle to axle, which gives it an overall cam to cam length of 37 1/8. Now the brace height on this bow is at 6.5 inches, and then the advertised weight is at 4.5 pounds. Now as usual, we weighed this bow, we got 5 pounds out of the box, and as we stripped it down, we got it down to 4.8. Now they've stayed with that EC2 cam on this bow, so the draw length availability on this goes from 25 out to 30.5. Gives you plenty of space to fit most everybody on the market. The bow is available in several poundage options, all the way from 50, 60, 70 out to 80. So if you are looking for those heavier weights as bows are getting smoother and easier to draw, then you can certainly bump it up to that 80-pound option. But if you still need those standard weights or something lighter, they've got it available for you in this new Decree. Now the EC2 cam has been out on the market for a few years now, and it is still available with that 80 to 90% let off on that draw stop peg. Makes it just simple to adjust if you want to change that up and change that holding weight on your bow. And also you can get the low let off mods as well if you want to go to a higher holding weight. Now PSE's platform is pretty similar to what we've seen the last couple of years. With that EC2 cam, you've still got that 220 shim system, making it really easy and nice to tune. If you got those paper tears, this bow is simple to put in a press, pop those out, pop the new shim in so you don't have to actually move the small spacers in there, have those dropping all over the floor. That new system they came up with a couple years ago makes it just a dream to make it tune out right. You still got the PBT on there as well if you want to mess with that to kind of adjust those cable lengths. And then you've got a fully integrated platform from there. You're able to mount not only the QAD but also the core from Hamskea, so you can pretty much mount any integrated rest to the back of the riser on this bow. You've also got the pick mounts up front, so if you want to run any pick sight on the market, you're able to get that integrated sight and bring everything in to a more centered balance. Now PSE, obviously still you can use all your standard accessories on there, and they still have those multiple mounting holes for standard sights to just get the sight picture that you want. Now also they've got that new roller guard on there from last year, so if you're looking for a two-piece quiver option, you can get just that hood mount up top and put those grippers on the outside edge of that roller guard. Makes a nice sleek system, or you can go to a true two-piece or obviously a standard one-piece quiver on this bow. From there we've got pretty much our standard options with your limb dampeners, string dampeners, front and back stabilizer holes, of course the lower stubby stabilizer on there that gives it a nice balance, takes some extra vibration out of the shot. Now PSE has had that full draw stabilization system, so this bow holds great at full draw, allows you to stay on target easier and just follow through with less torque and a better shot. Now we did notice a slightly new grip on the new Decree. It's got a little texture to it, but it's still got that thin feel in your hand. Still an overall really nice grip. It's going to be fairly torque free and allow you to shoot this bow very well. Now as far as color options for 2025, PSE has added a few new ones, but they've also stayed with the old familiars in your solids with black, charcoal, and then we go into the new clay brown, as well as the new green olive, and you can mix and match those two colors as well. And you can still get the black with bronze cams and limb pockets, or if you want to do that charcoal with the bronze limb pockets and cams, makes for a nice accent and a great offset to that color. Now as far as the camo options, you've got Kuiu Verde, the Kryptek Skyfall, as well as a Mossy Oak Bottomlands. Now as we look at the price point on the new PSEs, it's fallen pretty much where we're seeing most everybody else. This bow is coming in at $12.99 for this year. So you're going to see it probably fall where most of the competition does for 2025. Now as we take a look at this bow, we're going to step back to the lane. We're going to shoot it over the chronograph as usual, giving you a breakdown of all those speeds, as well as the feel and the decibel rating on this bow. As usual, we will be shooting it at 29-inch draw length at 70 pounds at the 90% let off. So we step back here to the lane, and we have got the new 2025 Decree from PSE. We're going to shoot this over the chronograph, give you a breakdown as we always do. And as usual, we're going to be shooting this bow on 29-inch draw length, 70 pounds, and 90% let off. So let's just see what kind of numbers the Decree puts up. All right, so with a 350 grain arrow, this bow is bringing it in at 308 feet per second. And then with a 400 grain arrow, it comes down to 291. And with a 450 grain arrow, we're getting 275 over the Chrono. And with a 500 grain arrow, we got 261. So overall, some decent speeds, but this bow wasn't rated, you know, where we see some of the others in that mid to 340s to upper 350s. This bow is coming in at 337. So it's pretty much what we would expect, breaking that 300 mark, being right around there. After that, as far as the noise rating on this bow, we're seeing it come in at 94.9. So a really nice quiet bow, and exactly what we've expected out of PSE the last few years. Now, as far as the draw cycle on this thing, buttery smooth. That Evolve cam, as we've talked about for years, the new EC2 version of it, still a great feel. So if you're looking for nice smooth draw, the Decree has got it. I like the way it comes over and rolls into that back wall and just sits really nice and solid, as they have for the last several years. Now after that, these bows are dead in the hand. And we did mention the new grip there before. It's got a little texture to it. It's something you may have to get used to, but it's definitely not a bad grip. It's a good feeling grip, sits in your hand well. That full draw stability that we've seen that PSE has built into their bows, it shows as you shoot this bow. It just holds, it sits, and it shoots really well. So if you're looking for a great new bow for 2025, I think the Decree is one that you're going to want to take a look at. That 31.5-inch platform, just the overall feel of PSE, has a great flagship bow for this year. If you're looking to put one in your hands, be sure and call us here at Mike's Archery. Jump on the website, take a look at it, and of course stop in and shoot these bows so you can get your own feel and give us your opinion.